Hey guys, how you doing? My name is Rich Guzman.
Hi guys, I'm Anastasia Host, better known as Coach Ace.
And welcome to Ace and Rich Freedom by Design. Here's where we help network marketers and affiliate marketers pretty much actually attract leads and sales without resistance. So here today we're talking about the law of attraction today. It's kind of one of my favorite subjects because I think the law of attraction, people get a little bit confused how the law of attraction works and everything.
They do.
And I'm one that was with Abraham Hicks when Jerry was alive.
That's right. You met her in person, right?
Yeah, I met her in person.
Wow.
I was on the hot seat. Really, a lot of fascinating things happened during that as well. So, can you guys see us and hear us okay? I just want to be sure you guys could hear us and see us. Okay, cool. Awesome.
Let's give a couple shout outs to our Freedom Warriors here who are watching us live.
Beautiful.
Let's take a look-see. Because, we appreciate you guys, of all the things that are going on online, you decided to come here and hang out with us at 7 o'clock. And we appreciate you so, so much. And also, we have something to make as an announcement. I believe we've crossed our YouTube subscribership almost close to 1,500 subscribers right now, right?
Yeah, let me find out how much it is right now.
I know it's climbing.
Yeah.
Holy moly, there it is right there.
Over 1,400 now.
1,403. Yep. Keep going. Yep. Yes.
I remember we only had like 200 subscribers. It's just keeps growing and growing.
Yeah.
So we're going to have something for people that actually here on YouTube for subscribing when we reach 2,000. So stay tuned for that, guys. So keep pushing up those like buttons. Give a couple
shout-outs, Rich. Let's do that. Let's say hello to them.
Yeah, definitely. So let me head over to our live chat over here. And what's up, guys? How you doing? George Jolly, Sajida, Tracy Lee, Lamar, Lordy, what's happening? Mandy, Tina, and let's see, the list goes on and on.
David Toomey, Mandy.
David Toomey. Woo.
All right.
Got to pile it up.
Spencer.
Spencer Bell, what's happening, bro? Football season, baby.
I know. Super Bowl.
So.
All right.
You guys ready? Because today is a little bit different. We talk about affiliate marketing. We talk about, network marketing, get a little personal development. But I want to go into law of attraction today. Law of attraction is an important topic, and a lot of people talk about law of attraction, and I think they really get it kind of mixed up and get confused because
too many people talk about it.
Yeah. I do believe in energy. I do believe in attracting things through energy and things like that, but I also believe that's only half of the equation. Okay?
Yeah.
And people need to understand that without the other half, there's nothing that you're going to attract in your life if you don't put the other half of the equation into it, okay? So I'm going to be talking about that today, guys, because I really want to get into it because, today's is all about law of attraction, money, and people, I'm comfortable talking about money, but a lot of people are not comfortable and have a great relationship with money, okay? And that's normal because, it's not your fault if you don't have a great relationship with money because your parents maybe said money doesn't grow on trees or you can't afford that, you shouldn't receive that. So the more that you got this ingested into your subconscious mind, the more you're pushing and you're really, pushing money away.
And we know that for a fact because we've met with a lot of people who we've coached personally, one-on-one.
Yeah.
And, they've invested into our coaching services. And we find that those are one of the barriers, one of the number one barriers when it comes to having success in anything, in life and in business, is pushing the money away. Can anybody relate? Post in the chat.
Yeah, definitely. So, I'm back. I just had to make sure to shut the window. Get a little chilly in here. So what I want to talk about is like law of attraction, money, and how to really attract it. Okay? How to really attract it, because I'm going to tell you something, guys. You're all here because you're serious about changing your financial future. Yes? Right? We're all here to change our financial future. Now, I've attracted a lot of abundance and wealth in my life, and I can tell you that law of attraction is definitely a part of it, but there's other things that equate to money, okay? And so what I did was I took some notes and I put money equals blank, okay? I'm going to go down the list. You guys can write this down if you want. It's going to be really, really awesome, really, really cool, and you guys are going to love it. So.
Yep, so as Rich is going through the list of these things, on how to really attract it, just go ahead and type in the chat so that others can just write them down, because we all know everybody takes notes at different speeds, and you can always watch the replay if you want, but it would be nice if somebody, you know, out there in chat land can actually type it out there in the group. That would be great. We appreciate that.
How you doing, Joy Bro? Welcome to the YouTube channel. Nice to see you.
All right, good to see you.
We have both of us have a great relationship with money, and wasn't always that way in the beginning, trust me. And I have to see Abraham
Hicks.
Hicks.
Me too. Not from where I come from, Jersey.
No.
What?
No, not at all.
It was
not
bad.
At all. So I can tell you, you know, being with Abraham Hicks, Jerry, being on the hot seat. Is that funny? You know, we have the hot seat on Fridays. So you know, I was on the hot seat at a live event, and you know, it's definitely powerful, and there is energy there.
Yes.
But I can tell you something, okay? Let's see. Enjoy life. Are you both rich? Trust me, we have plenty of money, okay? What is rich to you? What does rich mean to you exactly? People think, you know, wealth and rich means one thing, and it really doesn't. What rich is to me is I don't need a job. I have more than 6 figures in my bank account.
Fire both our bosses.
Fire both of our bosses. Get to travel, do what we want, when we want. Hang out to where we want, right? Got my favorite car I've always wanted, right? So things that...
We get to spend enough time with each other.
Oh my God. That's anytime, any day, any moment.
It's the best.
It's
and
the best.
We get to spend time with our son too.
Yeah.
And homeschool.
And we get to like give back to the community, you know, on a daily basis and feel really good about it, right?
Right on.
So pay attention, okay? It's not about being rich; it's about being wealthy.
Here is the movie's matching sword.
Yeah, I know you want to learn about wealth too, huh? Okay.
Yeah. Your Apple Watch is going.
I know,
berserk.
right?
So
pay attention, okay?
Number 1.
So, like I said, I put this together like money and then equals.
Yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So law of attraction and money, how to really attract it. So money equals what? Invest in yourself.
That's number 1.
Number 1. Have you ever invested in yourself, guys? Have you ever invested in yourself?
Put in the chat, what did you do to invest in yourself? What have you done that really added value into your life, that really proclaimed that investment into yourself, that you saw yourself grow, you saw your actual demeanor change, you know, you started building this presence about yourself that other people in your circle started to be magnetically attracted to you for some reason.
Exactly. There we go. Let's see. Adam Sheldon says wealthy and healthy. Absolutely. Tina says rich in life and in money. And here they come, coming in now.
All right, so here they're coming in. So what did you do to invest into yourself? Answer in the chat. That's number 1. Invest in yourself is number 1.
Exactly. All right, so let's go to the next one. Next one is money equals invest in a business.
Absolutely.
Money equals invest in a business.
And you gotta have one these days.
Yeah.
With the way the cost of living is going and everything.
Oh yeah, things
you
are changing.
cannot rely on a job.
You
People
can't.
are still getting laid off.
Yep.
People are losing their jobs,
Yep.
or they can't find one, or they still having trouble.
Even if the
creating
economy,
an ideal business.
Even if the economy is perfect right now, everybody talking about the economy being great and
Doesn't
everything.
matter.
It's great. We are seeing more people have more jobs now, which is great. But
Right.
even though people have jobs, they're still struggling because
They are.
inflation is going up and things are getting more expensive.
Yes.
Okay, I mean my car cost me like almost $50,000. I remember when I bought a car back in the day when it cost me like $20-something thousand.
That's that safe level,
You know what I
right?
mean?
Richie Jackie
So-
was 20, 15,000, 20,000.
So now-
nothing more than that.
So now what I want to do is I want to be able, if I want to buy something,
Yeah.
I want to buy something because number 1, I don't have to worry about money for that. Number 1, right?
Right.
2, I want to be able to choose something that I want, not because of money, but because of because I want it.
Or because someone else told you to get it.
It's, exactly. Right,
Yeah.
right. Because people get influenced by other people and stuff
They
like
do.
that.
They do.
For me, I've always wanted it, so I know what I wanted, and it makes me feel good that I know that I can get it without worrying about the price. That's
Right.
very important.
So number 2
Okay.
is invest in a business. Money equals investing in a business. So how many of you have done that? Obviously, you all have. And if you haven't, then now is the time to really think about this, because you do need to invest in some sort of business that's going to bring you some return.
Exactly.
Next
Okay.
one, number 3.
Next thing is money equals invest in your advertising.
That is a biggie.
Okay?
That's a biggie.
It's a real biggie.
It's a real
Yeah,
biggie.
it's a real biggie.
Advertising.
Money equals invest in your advertising.
That's right.
Okay?
What are you doing to invest into your advertising? Are you investing in your advertising? Yes or no? Put it in the chat. Because see, here's the thing. When you're running a business, this goes and links into the advertising. How do you get customers? How do you think people are going to see what you have to offer if you're not advertising?
Enjoy, bro. Pay close attention. You want to make a lot of money?
Mm-hmm.
Pay attention to what we're talking about.
Exactly.
Okay, so now let's go over to the next one here.
Number 4.
Money equals invest in your value.
Like a glove.
Invest in your value.
That's where it fits right there. The value is everything. Somebody asked me the other day, Ace, how do I become of value to someone like you if I want to work with someone like you? And I told this individual, I don't want you working for me. You're not my employee. I want you to learn how to enroll into something where you can sink your teeth into and have your own 1099, where you can write your own paychecks and you control your own and create your own capital.
Right,
okay,
exactly.
You create your own economy. So money equals invest in your value. The only way you're going to be of value to others is if you invest and value yourself.
Exactly. And let me just touch upon this, when you invest in yourself, invest in the value.
Mm-hmm.
When you invest in someone else's value, it's because they've already invested in themselves with their value, right?
Yes.
So how could you, attract that value into you is by investing in that value that somebody already else invested in.
Exactly.
It's just the way it works, okay?
Yes.
And that's what makes the world go round, right? Like nobody goes to school and learn the stock market unless they actually what? Learn from someone who invested in the value before they did.
Of course.
And this is so simple and so kind of obvious, you know what I mean? But we just keep missing it.
Well, it goes back to, Napoleon Hill when he created, the Law of Success, the big book, right? The old big book from Law of Success. He had to interview different successful people who all invested into their value.
Oh, absolutely.
So all
Absolutely.
those people, all those stories, all those tips and things that we utilize now today as leaders and entrepreneurs in the business industry, all stemmed from that, from investing into people's value and interviewing other people who are of value.
This is true. Value is really key to making more money in the marketplace and actually attract more money in your life. Okay?
Yes.
The next thing is money equals. You want to do this one, next one?
Money equals, the next one is invest in your belief. Okay?
Now, this is a big one.
Yes.
This is a big one, okay? So what is your belief about, money? Right? Do you believe that you can attract more money in your life? Right? I know for a fact that I know that I can attract as much money as I want as long as I, invest in my belief.
Right. And with every negative belief that you've always had, the only way to combat that is to deprogram and rewire, with personal development. And that's how you're going to be able to grow your own belief. But you have to take out every bad thought, every negative connotation that you're thinking about in your mind. You have to take it out and replace it with a good positive affirmation or thought to help move things a little bit faster. Versus you thinking impossible. Things are not going to happen the way you want them to. Or it's not going to happen for you for some reason because obviously you're the one in the entire universe that it's just not going to happen for, right? So you're the rarity of the case, right? No, bullshit. It happens for everybody because you have to rewire your brain. You have to literally invest in your belief. And if that requires you to meditate, read, write things in your journal, having to create success rituals on a daily basis, wake up within the first 5 minutes and think, I'm going to have a great day instead of, oh shit, it's Monday. I got to go back to work. You got to replace those negative thoughts with positive affirmations and positive thoughts.
Absolutely. I mean, if you think about it, you want to, attract yourself by, going to a beach. If you're thinking about that instead of Mondays, before you know it, you'll be taking the action steps necessary to be at the beach.
Right.
It's that simple. Okay, now the next thing is, and this is really one of my favorites here, is money equals model after success, don't innovate success. That's a bit of a long one, so I'm going to do that one again, okay? Money equals model after success. Don't innovate success.
Too many people try to reinvent the wheel instead of adding
Over
to it.
and over again. Yes, they do.
It's all about, modeling after what works.
Yeah.
And if you want something someone has, then find out what they did to get it.
Yes.
And then you reverse engineer and do it the same.
Exactly.
So you don't innovate, you emulate.
Right.
Okay? So don't innovate, you emulate. All right? People's successes, and that's how you get money. So model after success, but don't innovate. Don't reinvent the wheel. Don't think you can do it better than the person, because obviously if it was, then you would be a lot further than the person who you're learning from. Okay? And if you're not there, then be the mentee, not trying to be the mentor. You're not ready for it yet.
Be the
you
student.
need to learn. Be the student.
Be the student. Remain
Absolutely.
a student. Always remain a student. And the more that you do remain a student, the more humble you stay,
Right.
the more money that you will actually attract.
Once you learn to empty your cup and you learn to, not innovate anymore, things will actually happen a lot smoother.
Yes, I agree with that one. Yeah. Okay, so next one is, guys, money equals get inspired. Okay? Get inspired. Money equals get inspired. Nothing happens unless you get inspired. Like she was talking about when you first wake up in your day, if you're feeling inspired, right, you guys are going to have a great day. You're going to be inspired. And once you're inspired, then you can motivate yourself.
Let me see that real quick.
One thing I don't like, guys, is when I hear like,
Let me see that real
oh, you got to motivate yourself and start hustling and stuff like that. That's okay and everything. But I got to tell you something, guys. I can't motivate myself unless I'm inspired about something.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Like,
Exactly.
don't you guys feel that way? Like, you hear all this stuff about like hustling and hustle and hustle and hustle. Okay, the hustle's real, the hustle's great and everything, but I can't hustle unless I'm inspired about something. That's what makes me want to hustle. If I'm inspired, I'm going to hustle. If I'm not inspired, I'm just going to just do things barely to get by, and it's just not going to work.
Yeah, motivation is like a piece of chocolate. You only get a chocolate fix for a little bit and then it disappears. But if you're inspired, it lasts a lifetime.
And
inspiration from stories, from people's successes, people's results, that helps. But also listen to people's triumphs. Listen to what people went through, the bullshit, the struggle. The struggle is real, right? So without the hustle is free, but the struggle is real, okay?
Yep.
So you can't have success without the hustle. But you also have to struggle. If that makes sense, give me some hearts and lights. Because that's how it's going to happen. That's how you get inspired. Okay? Because if you try to build this based on pure 100% motivation, your cheerleadership is going to disappear. You don't need to be a cheerleader and a spectator. You need to be right in the game. You need to be a participator. You need to be inspired and, look for different avenues and different areas of the community online. If you're doing an online business or if you're doing an offline business, look in the networks and find inspiration there. If you don't have it in your home, find it somewhere because inspiration is everywhere.
So now, the reason why I made this afterwards is because you can't do it without getting inspired. So the next one is get motivated. Start moving, right? Start moving.
A different kind of motivation from what we talked about.
Start doing it. Start not second guessing it. All too often, we second guess when we want to do something. We overanalyze. We overthink. We over ask these questions. You know what I mean? And in reality, if we just don't think too much and just do it, that's when, guess what? Things will start taking shape and things will start happening. And then guess what? You'll have a result. And you're like, oh my God, where's the result been hiding all along? It's because you've been pushing it away. And that's how you repel money.
Yes.
That's how you push money away.
Yes.
From your own thought. You self-sabotage yourself, okay, when you're not inspired and when you don't motivate yourself. Remember that.
You're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't.
So all this is great and everything, right?
Yeah.
What we talked about so far.
Yeah.
Isn't this awesome? Isn't this great? Does it make a lot of sense? Now, let's talk about the next thing here, okay? The next thing is money equals create a plan.
Yeah, this is a big one.
Create a plan. Now, if you create a plan, then guess what? You can attract money. But you can't attract money if you don't have a plan. If you think you're going to sit there and meditate and, just sit there like, and attract money and say, I want money, that's not going to work. That's not going to work. No. You got to create a plan of action. How am I going to do that?
And now's the time to do that because we're in the new year. We're in 2019. This is the newest year. The month is almost over. We're getting ready to start a new month now. Month number 2, February. Think about what you did to get started in January. Have you implemented and created your action plan? Do you know what you're doing every single day in your business? Do you know what you're doing every single day in your life? Whether you have a job or you don't, you still need a plan because those goals are going to be nothing but empty written promises with no deadlines, and they're just nothing but wishes. Okay? And if you put a deadline on those goals, then it becomes a reality, it becomes a plan, and it comes into perspective, and now you have some kind of actionable step that you know to take to get there, whether it take 3 months, 6 months, a year, 5 years, it doesn't matter. The point is, write it down, put it somewhere you can see it, and make your plan. Otherwise, you plan to fail.
You know how the old saying goes, it's so true.
Yeah.
You will plan to fail.
Mm-hmm.
So now the next one is money equals taking action.
Mm-hmm.
Money equals taking action.
Yes.
Nothing happens unless you take action.
A body in motion stays in motion. A body at rest stays at rest. Unless you take action, unless you get off your ass and move, things are not going to happen. Things are not going to change. Sitting there complaining about every miserable thing that happens to you, every outcome is not going to change things. Yes, the bills will still keep coming. Yes, you'll still have a bad relationship with that significant other. Yes, nothing is going to change unless you take some sort of action and change it yourself.
Exactly. So, I want to sum this up today, okay, in these words. If you don't listen to what we spoke about at all today, and if you don't understand what we're talking about, it just means that you're looking for the easy road. And you watched the movie The Secret too many times. Because the movie The Secret missed the other half of the equation. Okay? And the other half of the equation is what? Money equals investing in yourself. Money equals invest in the business. Money equals invest in your advertising. Money equals invest in your value. Money equals invest in your belief. Money equals model after success, but don't innovate success. Money equals get inspired. Money equals get motivated. Money equals create a plan. Money equals and take action. Then the universe will bend to what you're asking for. And with that being said, guys, it's time for Q&A.
Awesome. Yeah, let's do it. Q&A. So go ahead and post in the chat, both YouTube and Facebook, your question. So you put in the letter Q, and then go ahead and type out your question related to what we talked about, and we'll go ahead and answer it for you.
We're always, attracting money, whether you know it or not. Okay, we are always attracting money from work, from business, and things like that. But people want to attract a lot of money in their lives. And the only way to do that is to really think about the big picture, the leverage, right? The leverage. What is the leverage? The leverage is everything I just spoke about today by money equals. That is the leverage. And if you look at it that way, then you know for a fact that if you follow those rules, okay, they are rules. The universe has laws and rules. Those are the laws and rules, okay? Everything I spoke about, then you will attract more wealth in your life. Then you will attract more abundance in your life. But the day that you stop one of these things, you are done. You are done.
Yes.
And you're kidding yourself. So you can't miss one of these things we talked about. If one is out of place, it's like having, a table with a missing leg, right? Mm-hmm. It's not going to work. It's going to be like, then another leg is gone, right? Because you're not doing one of the other things. Then the table's just going to fall.
Exactly.
Right? That's just the way it is.
So let's look on Facebook here, and let's see if there's any questions. Awesome. You guys love it. Great.
Let's
Thank
see
you,
here.
Adam. He wrote them down. Thank you. That's cool.
Thank you, Adam. Let's see here.
So we're looking for the Q.
cue that I see so
It's
far
down below.
is Manny. What happens in times where inspiration disappears? What happens when that happens? So when inspiration disappears, what do you do? When somebody tells me about sometimes inspiration disappears, that's a lack of belief, number one.
Yeah.
2, you have no roadmap, you have no desire, you have no idea where you're going. When you know where you're going, where you want to go, what you want to have, what you want to achieve, what you want to attract, then there's no room for not having inspiration. I hope you got that. It's very, very important. There is no room for not having any inspiration when you know exactly what you want, what you're looking for, what you desire in your life, okay? What plan you created. There's no room for not having inspiration. So if you're questioning yourself, what happens when inspiration disappears? Inspiration never disappears. It goes dormant. Let me repeat that again. Inspiration never disappears. It goes dormant. Okay? It is always within you. We all have it. We just have to figure out what is it that brings it out in us. Some people, it could be, I want to travel. Some people can say, I want a new house, or I want a house, or I want a car, or I want to, take my kid to college. I want to have more of an abundance life. I want to be able to spend time with my family more. I don't want to have a job anymore. There's different things that dormant inspiration is laid dormant inside of you, is dying to scream out and reveal itself to you. But it doesn't if you have no idea what you want.
And the hard part about all of this, and like you said, you haven't dealt with this quite yet, but you're asking this question in regards to other people you've conversated with. That means those individuals that you're having conversations with haven't yet found their inspiration. And the reason why is because they short-sold themselves onto the faster things that they wanted with a microwave mentality. They wanted things quick and they wanted them easy, and then they realized that it required work, it required effort, and they didn't want to go for that. And so what happens? They lost their inspiration. And I know because I've been there. So I know I can relate to those people that you've conversated with because I've been there. I'm from Jersey, and I remember what it was like to lose inspiration. And I remember what it was like to just exist. But you know what? I stopped thinking that way. And you can tell those people, don't just exist. Live for today.
Yeah.
Live.
Yeah.
Do not just exist. Because if that's the case, then you might as well just dig a hole 6 feet deep and jump in.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Now, for me, I don't want to, I'm not for money claims and stuff like that. But I'm going to share the screen. I'm going to show you guys something from, our last business and our new business that we've been working with and everything. And I'm going to show you something. And I don't want you to look at the number. I want you to look at how. And when you think about, okay, Rich, how? I want you to think about all the things I talked about today. Money equals investing in yourself. Money equals invest in the business. Mm-hmm. Money equals invest in your advertising. Money equals invest in your value. Money equals what? What's the next one? Invest in your belief. Money equals model after success. Don't innovate success.
Correct. Yeah.
Money equals get inspired. Money equals get motivated. Let's get going. Money equals create a plan, vision. What is it that you're going to be doing to actually achieve these results? Take action. Take action and never stop. Even on your worst day, always take action. Then the universe will bend to what you're asking for. Okay? And this is why we follow all these, these are universal laws. Okay? And this is we follow this, and this is how we've been able to, achieve significant amount of income in our lives, okay? And like I said, I'm not one for money claims, but I just want you guys to know that, we are real and we mean what we say and stuff like that. So
that's right.
Let me go over to one of our income streams. So let me go over here. And I'm going to open up the other one too, side by side, so you guys can see this. And, you know, people are coming in like pretty much almost every day in our business. Why? Because everything I just laid out, money equals, money equals, money equals. I follow all these things day in and day out, and I don't miss a beat. Okay? If I miss a beat, guess what, guys? I'm doomed. I'm literally doomed. Okay? Now, I'm going to go here and... What's up? What do you want to do?
Go to the one that shows all of them. Mm-hmm.
That one there?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, that's
All right.
the one.
So, let me... Okay.
And then the top one.
All right, we'll go to the top and then down. Okay.
And then that one, put it on the right tab. Yeah.
Yeah, right here. That's fine. Okay.
No, that one on the right tab. There we go.
Well, yeah, I was getting to it.
Okay.
It was actually loading.
Okay.
So, let's see here.
So Rich and I, you know, we've been in the industry for a long time. So in case anybody, you know, thinks that we're like a fly-by-night business owners, we're not. We're professional marketers, mentors and coaches and trainers and speakers.
And we believe in the law of attraction.
We do.
But we believe in two sides of the equation.
Yes.
Okay? Exactly what we just talked about in this video. If you didn't see us and you're seeing us right now, watch from the beginning.
Yes.
Okay? And the other side is, yes, we attract wealth, we attract abundance from our beliefs. And, you know, I know money is energy. I've always talked about that. But you can't have both. You know what I mean? You can't have one without the other. You need actually both from both sides. Okay?
So a quick disclaimer, because we keep it 100, all right? And that means we keep it 100% real. Okay, what you're about to see is actually the results and efforts of our commitment to our business. It is a commitment. We've been in the industry for a while, but we've actually been with these two systems in a short while, in less than a year. And we've accumulated some results that we want to share with you so you guys can see what is possible. Okay, not what is not possible. It is possible. Once you plug into the system, you have the right offer and the right, you know, the right people working with you. Okay?
Exactly. So, as you can see right here, you know, we've earned almost pretty much almost $200,000 with the company here. And then if you look over here, we're starting to build up a new company right here. And as you can see, all these payments are weekly payments. Okay. So they vary from different weeks. Some 4,000, some 7,000, some 2,000, some 300. But the list goes on and on. But I want you guys to look at this for a second here. There's something to be had about, like, I want you to understand, like, how is income created, right?
Right.
It's consistency. Without consistency, nothing happens. It's never going to be perfect
Correct.
every day.
Right.
But the more that you stay consistent in your belief, remember, money equals belief, right? Then you will attract more abundance and more wealth into your lives. Okay? Now, I just wanted to show you the, you know, just real quick, guys, because we're not about money claims or anything.
No.
But I wanted to show you that, you know, this is real. And what we're doing is we're helping people create income on the internet because we like showing them the roadmap. Okay? So what we've done is that we've helped people set things up for them so they can help grow their business. Okay?
Yes.
And you can see right here, we have a lot of team members right here in our chat, and they would definitely, you know,
They
vouch for that.
How we've treated them and how we've actually taught them, you know.
You got to take consistent action.
Yes.
You got to have that consistent belief. Remember, guys, go back. Matter of fact, you know what? I know you guys like what I talked about today, so I'm going to put this into... There we go, right here.
We'll put it here again for you.
I'm just going to put the whole thing in the chat for you guys.
Yep, there it is.
There. Okay. There we go. Beautiful. And there you go. And what I'll do is I'll pin that comment. Now you guys will have the whole
There
list.
you go, yes.
Okay? So if you guys got to follow every single step here, right? We talked about money equals invest in yourself, invest in your business, invest in your advertising, the list goes on and on. It's because there's a law and a universal law to this. And if you follow it and you stay consistent with it, it's never gonna be perfect. Nothing is perfect.
Well, the road to success is not perfect either.
It's not perfect.
No.
It's all about, here's the secret, guys. it's about the consistency of taking action, and here's the big one: doing it even when you don't feel like it.
That's the big one. That is
That's the big one.
And a lot of people get tested for that, and and this is why a lot of people, quit not just on themselves, but they quit on everyone, because sometimes when people feel like that, it's like they're letting themselves down, but they think that they're just, it's like, oh, it's okay, I'm okay with quitting, I'm okay with being a quitter. But you know what I look at that as? Cowardly. I look at that as cowardly, because when you look at things like that, you're gonna always forever be a coward. And I'll tell you something about being cowardly. What happened with the Wizard of Oz, right? You remember what happened with the journey in the Wizard of Oz? There's a metaphor here to learn from, because the cowardly lion was with Dorothy the whole freaking time, right? And every time she got into trouble, she had a problem, and he would be the one that actually would jump in and try to defend her. Now, is it me, or did the fucking lion was already built and he already had his courage with him the whole time? He wasn't obviously cowardly. He kept making a false identity of himself that he was a cowardly lion, when really all night he was a brave lion. Am I right?
Lion, yeah.
All you guys are cowardly lions up until the time when something presents itself. You guys are going to step up. You guys are going to come out clawing and fighting back. That's what you need to do for your freedom.
Yeah. That's a very good point. That's a very good analogy.
Right?
Yeah.
Am I right?
Yeah.
Give me a high five. Don't leave me hanging.
Yeah, no, that was good. That was good. That was real good. Yeah, consistent action, guys, is so important. I think what's gotten me out of binds, what I've learned, before when things were rough for me, is there was moments that, I didn't take action when I could have, and that hurt me.
Yeah.
So how do people become successful? They learn from their failures.
Yes.
Failures are not bad. Failures are lessons.
They're lessons.
And I embrace them. I embrace them all the time.
They're lessons.
Right.
Man.
So I look at it and I say, okay, well, in the past, this happened. Make sure that doesn't happen again. Don't do that same thing again. Right? Because it's like you're spinning down, round and round and round, doing the same thing, and you're not moving forward. It's like you're stuck in this spiral like a whirlpool. Right? And you just get sucked right in down the middle.
Yes.
In the rabbit hole. Right?
Tracy Lee has a cue here. We have from Tracy Lee. Question: I work full time, but now I know my inspiration comes from knowing I've started this business to become successful. My job now is funding a job as well as my home life job now. How do I slowly break away from the regular job to focus more on the internet business without leaving myself short?
Well, you have to look at your circumstances, number one, okay? Everybody has different circumstances. So if you have a job, I always tell people, you got to keep your job. You got to, use your job to fund your dreams.
Absolutely.
That's my coin that I use, right?
Yes.
Keep your job, use your job to fund your dreams. How do I know? Because I did it, right? I worked at Best Buy as Geek Squad for quite a few years.
Yes.
And I can tell you that I kept my job and I got more hours, double shifts, and I created more capital, because entrepreneurs create more capital to keep building their business, and keep learning new skill sets. Okay, and just stay consistent doing that, and leverage your time, but also look at your budget and what you can do, so you're not hurting yourself, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And you're well positioned, so all you have to do is just the marketing side of things. Be consistent. If you have no budget, then you're gonna have to learn how to generate leads and get conversions through organic marketing and traffic marketing, because that's what it's gonna come down to. Without a budget, you really are gonna have to go the slow route. But the consistency is what's gonna help you. You'll get some sales, but you got to do the work, and that's the thing. That's the thing. I'm being real with that.
Yeah, we had some sales come in today again, and it's because the leads are flowing in consistently.
Yes,
it's like a machine, and then the following up is happening consistently like a machine, right?
Yes.
So that's why if you look at the rules, the universal laws that you see that I put there, this is just through my experience.
And if you guys
I didn't
remember,
invent this stuff.
You
this
guys
is just
remember
my experience.
MTIs? I taught the ninja code last week. Remember that?
Yeah.
I taught the ninja code last week, and when I taught the ninja code, Everybody implemented the ninja code that did it, saw the results immediately.
Yeah.
Right? You saw the ninja code immediately.
But is that going to work just if you do it just one time?
No, it doesn't.
No.
It's consistency.
It's consistent. You put a plan together.
Yes.
And you stick with it, and you never, ever stop.
Exactly.
Right? Why is it that okay, what would happen if you just went to your job one day and said, yeah, you know, I don't feel like going to work today? Number one, your pay would be docked.
Yeah, for real.
And then if you keep doing it, you're not going to have a job. Then you're going to have no money. So what makes it any different when you're running your own business, right? And you want to attract more wealth and abundance and money in your life? You have to look at it kind of the same way. You have to be like, you know what? I got to be consistent here, because if I'm not consistent, I'm never going to grow anything. Because the difference is somebody's paying you something, now you're in charge of yourself, and you have to grow that income, and you're responsible to create your own economy, right? So it's a whole different way of thinking. And you can't be afraid.
Yes.
Because fear always gets in the front, the front of everything.
Exactly.
Like, oh, I can't do this. For example, let's say that you on Facebook and you're trying to, see new people come into your list and stuff, and you're not reaching out because you're scared for some other reason. Who knows? You can't be scared.
You can't.
I mean, it cracks me up. People think like just because you contact someone, you feel like they're going to cut your head off. I mean, seriously, or you're going to blow up and it's not going to exist anymore.
An unfriend doesn't hurt, let me tell you.
Yeah, so I mean, just think about this. It's a fear-based society that we live in.
Yes.
So let it go.
Yes.
Let it go.
He says, got to flood that leaky bucket, turn on the fire hose.
You do, Tracy, and you got to be consistent with it, and you can't stop. And then what you got to do is, when you come home at night, get those emails scheduled out for the following day.
Yes.
That way, you're at work, you're doing your thing, you got your leads flowing in, you got your emails going out. Now you're starting to get in what? Motion.
Yes.
Right? Now you're getting inspired because you're doing something.
Yes.
Nobody gets inspired if they're not doing anything. So get inspired. Yes. What is it that you want to change in your life? Then move from there.
Spencer Bill says, I need the replay from that NTI class I was at work. Well, the replay for NTI, we have a group just for NTI from that training where it has my ninja code in there for you to copy and paste to use, as well as the training step-by-step that I did over the shoulder that's in that group as well. So I added you to that group, so you have to check your notifications to make sure that you confirm, because Facebook's group is they change things, so now you have to confirm and be a part of the group and engage, otherwise they kick you out. They do it. I don't do it. They do it. That's
Tracy says, now I see a plan.
Good.
The first rule is when you see it, take action on it. Okay? Take action. That means you're getting inspired. When you say you see a plan now that's coming, that dormant, whatever's dormant is becoming alive, and you're going, oh my God, I see a plan now. I got to take action. No more messing around. This is the real deal. Okay?
Lordy says, that's how I feel sometimes, but I start getting over it. Yeah, it happens. No human, and we are human, is immune to the trials and tribulations of life or in business. We're all going to be challenged with something.
Oh, God, yeah.
You know what?
Yeah,
but that's what makes it fun, Look at it like a battle, like you're getting in a ring and you're about to fight for your, for your life, for your freedom.
It is your life.
It's your life. You're going to have to fight for some things. If you got to go and walk over some people who are going to be jerks, walk all hell over them. If your haters are going to try to stop you because they don't have belief in themselves and they don't believe in your vision or your, or what you want to do, then push them to the side. You're going to do this with or without them. That's the way it's got to be.
And what you could do is you could actually, like, if you got a lot of chaos in your life, and you're trying to really put a plan together, and you're just like, oh my God, I'm trying to do something, but I just got all this chaos. Take time for yourself. Here's a really cool tip, guys. If you're this type of person, if you have chaos in your life and it's going on, and you're trying to kind of organize some things, take a moment for yourself and just quiet your mind. Don't think about business. Don't think about work. Don't think about nothing.
Yeah.
Right? Separate yourself from the world for just a fraction of maybe 5-10 minutes. That's all it takes. And then you just sit there, relax, kind of like meditating, right? Just sit there, relax, breathe. Don't think about absolutely nothing and let everything, just push it aside. And before you know it, everything comes back into perspective.
Already a lifesaver.
Okay? Yeah, those are good. All right, cool, guys.
All right.
You guys enjoyed this today? Wasn't this amazing? just to really kind of make it simple to help you guys understand, how to really attract money in your life, right? It's all about law of attraction, right? But everybody's talking about law of attraction, just sit there and think about money and it's going to appear, and that's not the reality. The reality, guys, okay? The reality is you can attract any amount of money if you want, but only if you follow those universal laws that I just wrote down for you.
Exactly.
Okay?
The magic happens when you actually take some kind of action, because the universe doesn't just know what you want. It doesn't work that way. You know what you want, but you have to take the action and tell the universe, well, this is how I want it.
Yep.
And this is what I'm going to do to get it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, guys. Thank you so much for watching us here live. Ace and Rich, Freedom by Design.
Thank you guys so much for being here. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe here on our YouTube channel. Click on the link below if you want to find out more resources, how to join this awesome crew that we have here to help you actually create more abundant wealth in your life. And also, guys, it takes a lot to be here and make a commitment to be with us, and I understand that. And I just want to thank every single one of you for taking the time out of your day to be here with us as well. Okay? I love you guys and appreciate you, and we will see you on a new live very soon. Bye now.
Bye.